How I learned about nonverbals. My awareness of nonverbals began in childhood, when my family arrived in the United States from Cuba. I was 8 years old and knew no English. I was plunged into daily life, attending school, trying to make friends, trying to figure things out in a new country. The only way I could comprehend my world was to watch people's faces and bodies for clues about what they were thinking or feeling. My survival response turned into a lifelong study and a professional calling. I learned in the FBI to quickly and assuredly assess the meaning of human behavior so that appropriate action, at times life-saving action, could be taken. Moreover, my assessment needed to be scientifically based so that it could stand up to judicial scrutiny. This is what I want to teach you. The true scope of nonverbals. Nonverbals are much more than the stereotypical crossed arms means you're tense, looking to the left means you're lying. As you'll discover, not only are both examples incorrect, but they also reflect a limited view of the scope of nonverbals. In every area of life, from childhood to dating to business, we're bombarded by images, emblems, symbols, acts, and behaviors that transmit ideas, thoughts, messages, and emotions nonverbally. We also use these tactics to draw attention to ourselves, to highlight what we feel is important, to magnify the impact of our words, and to express what words cannot. Even verbal communication has a nonverbal component. The tone, manner, cadence, volume, and duration of speech are just as important as what is said, as are the nonverbals of pauses and silence. In business, the setting where a meeting or a speech takes place, the curbside appeal of a building, its architecture, artwork, ornaments, and lighting, are all part of the nonverbal communication process. Colors, too, enter into nonverbal communications, as do seemingly insignificant particulars, such as the location of the receptionist's desk, and whether a security guard sits or stands. All of these communicate something to the public. On a personal level, we know that our movements, our facial expressions, and our clothes send messages about us. But we also send powerful nonverbal signals by how we're groomed, whether we have body piercings or tattoos, and how and even where we stand, sit, and lean. All of these determine how we're perceived and what we communicate to others about our feelings, thoughts, and intentions. Even a detail as simple as carrying a backpack instead of a briefcase may speak volumes, in the same way that the look of our business cards communicates something about us. The colors we choose for PowerPoint presentations, the speed and appearance of our website, the official or unofficial company dress code, and whether you have casual Fridays, whether you wear a lapel pin, what your desk looks like, even what time you arrive each day. All of these nonverbals are constantly communicating about you and your business. Intangible qualities such as your attitude, preparation, humility, presence, and managerial style are also nonverbals. They have profound impact, particularly if you are in a leadership position. You need only look at leaders of industry and politics to see the mastery of nonverbal communication. When we praise their confidence, charisma, empathy, vision, and leadership, we're often talking about nonverbals. Our best businesses, too, get the nonverbals right. When we talk about image, branding, halo effect, stickiness, traction, service, responsiveness, and influence, we are often talking about nonverbals. Transforming the average into the exceptional. I have observed, studied, and learned, with continued awe, the power of nonverbals to convey quintessential truths about ourselves. I have witnessed situations in which good people were undermined because they missed nonverbal signals that would have ensured their success, well-being, or safety. In my job as an FBI agent and as a supervisor, a large actor in small events, and a very small actor in large events, I saw many such dramas of life and death, behaviors that acquitted or incarcerated, and actions that led to failure or to extraordinary success. Undertaking